Tyrod Taylor was the quarterback who helped end the Bills' long playoff drought. But when his first playoff game with Buffalo ended with him hitting the ground hard in Jacksonville, it likely marked his last game with the team. Even though Taylor continued his steady passing, running and mostly mistake-free play throughout his third season as the Bills' starting quarterback, his inexplicable mid-season benching against the Chargers showed the organization's hand. The Bills are ready to move on from him in the offseason. More. 2018 NFL Mock Draft. Taylor, 28, is due a $6 million roster bonus when free agency opens in March, which would put his salary for 2018 at $16 million with a team cap hit of about $18 million. If he's not released before then, the Bills will be looking to sign and then trade him. Barring a 180 in their thinking and spending, the Bills will need a replacement for Taylor. Here are their best options. 1. Stay put and draft a QB. Between Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and Mason Rudolph, there are up to 6 quarterback prospects who could go in a very busy first round for the position. In April, there is a good chance more than one of those guys will slip to the Bills, who have back-to-back at picks no. 21 and no. 22 overall. More. How the 2018 NFL Draft order is shaping up. The second first-rounder, acquired from Kansas City in the Pat Mahomes deal, gives Buffalo the luxury of still addressing defense for coach Sean McDermott early. 2. With no consensus on the best future NFL QB in this class, landing Jackson or Rudolph would by no means be settling for a consolation prize. The key for the Bills with any young QB is pushing to get him better offensive line and skill player support. 2. Trade up and draft a QB. The Chiefs got aggressive to get Mahomes because Andy Reid and his coaching staff loved the massive upside of the young QB's skill set. The same thing happened with the Bears in jumping up to get Mitchell Trubisky at no. 2. If the Bills feel there's one particular prospect in that group they prefer over the others, they should go after him. At the moment, near the top, Wyoming's Josh Allen has plenty of appeal as a big, strong, athletic QB who can handle Buffalo weather. These first two options stand out because they get the Bills to go from stopgap recycling at QB to committing long-term to a rookie. 3. Trade for Alex Smith. If the Bills do want to bridge the gap from Taylor, this should be their path. Smith, 33, despite the ending against Tennessee, is coming off his strongest season in Kansas City. But the Chiefs seem eager to turn the page to Mahomes and want to fetch something for Smith before he becomes a free agent in 2019. Smith would be an upgrade from Taylor at around the same price, and his passing style and athleticism mesh with the scheme the Bills operate. There would be little transition concerns in turning the team over to another playoff QB. More. O.J. Simpson dons Bills gear at Las Vegas bar. When the Chiefs traded with the 49ers to get Smith, they gave up 2 second-rounders. That price has gone up, given limited veteran supply and raised demand, desperation for the position, especially with Smith playing so well. If the Bills are hesitant about QBs in the draft, they can use no. 21 or no. 22 to send a first-rounder back to the Chiefs for Smith. An even better plan that has the short and long-term in mind is still taking a Mahomes-like option to groom behind Smith with the first-rounder they have left. 4. Stick with Nathan Peterman. Overwhelmed would be a kind word to describe Peterman's 2 starts as a 5th-round rookie. But keep in mind he went into the season as more of a developmental project and not with the mindset that he was going to be the no. 1 over Taylor. A full offseason with that mentality, in addition to more help around him, is bound to make Peterman improve. Steele. From tanking to trading to benching, Bills survived themselves to make playoffs. Peterman impressed coaches enough in the preseason to displace T.J. Yates as the Bills' top backup. There are lots of things they like about his raw ability, and it shouldn't be shocking if the Bills simply decide to try to harness it as their starting solution. 5. Sign a Vikings free agent QB. Case Keenum, independent of what happens in the playoffs, is looking like he'll either re-sign in Minnesota or follow offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur, should the latter become a head coach elsewhere. If Keenum stays, Teddy Bridgewater and Sam Bradford likely won't be back. At 25, Bridgewater would come with a high upside, but the unknowns around his health will keep his price low. Bradford has proved he can still deliver strong play when healthy, but he's 30 and carries a different level of risk versus reward coming off his latest knee injury. Bradford is a plan B worth exploring if the Bills are determined to go the veteran route and someone else makes a better offer to get Smith. Then again, it wouldn't be bad to bring in Bridgewater to compete with Peterman and a rookie.